Today, in this lessons, we will do some listening activity. Okay, before we start, I will show you introduction video and let's us watch it together. This link you can get on our Google Classroom that I has assigned for you. This is 3 Alpha Classroom.
Pollution is the introduction of harmful materials into the environment. These harmful materials are called pollutants. Pollutants can be natural, such as volcanic ash. They can also be created by human activity, such as trash or runoff produced by factories. Pollutants damage the quality of air, water, and land. Pollution is a global problem. Although urban areas are usually more polluted than the countryside, pollution can spread to remote places where no people live. For example, pesticides and other chemicals have been found in the Antarctic ice sheet. In the middle of the northern Pacific Ocean, a huge collection of microscopic plastic particles forms what is known as the Great Pacific Garbage Patch. Soil pollution. The toxic substances that are deposited on the Earth's surface harm our health and well-being and affect food, water, and air quality. The most important effects of soil pollution according to IPBES and the FAO are indicated below. 1. Damage to health. Soil pollutants enter our body through the food chain, causing illnesses to appear. Moreover, the spread of antibiotics in the environment increases the pathogen's resistance to these drugs. 2. Poorer harvests. Soil pollution agents jeopardize world food security by reducing the amount and quality of harvests. 3. Climate change. In the first decade of the 21st century, soil degradation released between 3.6 and 4.4 billion tons of CO2 into the atmosphere. 4. Water and air pollution. Soil degradation affects the quality of air and water, particularly in developing countries. Water pollution. The release of substances into subsurface groundwater or into lakes, streams, rivers, estuaries, and oceans to the point where the substances interfere with beneficial use of the water or with the natural functioning of ecosystems. Causes. 1. Domestic sewage. As organics are decomposed naturally in the sewage by bacteria and other microorganisms, the dissolved oxygen content of the water is depleted. This endangers the quality of lakes and streams, where high levels of oxygen are required for fish and other aquatic organisms to survive. 2. Toxic waste. Waste is considered toxic if it is poisonous, radioactive, explosive, carcinogenic, mutagenic, teratogenic, or bioaccumulative. 3. Sediment. Sediment resulting from soil erosion can be carried into water bodies by surface runoff. Suspended sediment interferes with the penetration of sunlight and upsets the ecological balance of a body of water. 4. Petroleum pollution. Petroleum pollution occurs when oil from roads and parking lots is carried in surface runoff into water bodies. Air pollution. Air pollution refers to the release release of pollutants into the air, pollutants which are detrimental to human health and the planet as a whole. Causes: 1. Smog and soot. Smog and soot are made up of tiny particles of chemicals, soil, smoke, dust, or allergens in the form of either gas or solids that are carried in the air. 2. Hazardous air pollutants. A number of air pollutants pose severe health risks and can sometimes be fatal even in small amounts. 3. Greenhouse gases. By trapping the Earth's heat in the atmosphere, greenhouse gases lead to warmer temperatures, which in turn lead to the hallmarks of climate change: rising sea levels, more extreme weather, heat-related deaths, and the increased transmission of infectious diseases. Pollution is a global issue and cannot stop by one person. We all are responsible for this. So, without waiting someone else to say what you can do, think yourself. What can I do to save Mother Earth? Make this beautiful environment like was before.
And that's all for the introduction video. Now, I want all of you go to the Google Classroom. Okay, I want you to do the matching exercise that I was posted in the Google Classroom. I will give you 5 minutes to solve the matching exercise. That's mean around uh, 3 2 p.m. Uh we will discuss it together. Thank you. Alright, student, is everyone done?
Done, Miss.
I'm done too.
Okay, let's discuss it together. I want you to compare our answer. Okay, for res respiratory disease is
Disease that affects breathing.
yes, that's right. Disease that affects breathing. For the climate change,
Long-term change in earth temperature.
yes, that's right. Francisca, how about recycle?
I think the answer is using materials again instead of throwing them away.
Okay, the fourth one is waste management. What is waste management? Anybody can
Proper
answer it?
handling, proper handling.
Proper
Yeah.
handling, Miss.
Yeah.
That's right. Last one is contaminations. What is it?
Harmful substance making something dirty.
Okay, that's right. Okay. Now let's move on. I want you to hear an audio. The audio we can find in our Google Classroom. Let's play for you. And I will play the audio twice. And after that, later we will do some worksheet which is based on the audio. First, we will listen to the audio.
Tidal pollution and our health. Pollution is a serious environmental problem that affects both the planet and human health. It happens when harmful substances enter the air, water, or land. These pollutants can come from factories, vehicles, and improper waste disposal. One common type of pollution is air pollution. Smoke from factories and exhaust fumes from cars release harmful gases into the air. When people breathe polluted air, it can cause respiratory problems such as asthma, coughing, and difficulty breathing. Children and elderly people are especially vulnerable to these health problems. Water pollution is another major concern. When plastic waste, chemicals, and sewage are thrown into rivers or seas, the water becomes contaminated. Drinking polluted water can cause diseases such as diarrhea, stomach infections, and food poisoning. Pollution can also harm the environment. Animals and plants may suffer when their habitats are polluted. For example, fish may die when rivers become polluted with chemicals or plastic waste. However, people can help reduce pollution. Simple actions such as recycling, reducing plastic use, and using public transportation can protect the environment and improve our health. Protecting the environment is everyone's responsibility. When we take care of the earth, we also protect our own health and future.
Do you clear or do you want me to play it again?
Play it again, Miss.
Yeah.
All right, I will play it for you again.
Tidal pollution and our health. Pollution is a serious environmental problem that affects both the planet and human health. It happens when harmful substances enter the air, water, or land. These pollutants can come from factories, vehicles, and improper waste disposal. One common type of pollution is air pollution. Smoke from factories and exhaust fumes from cars release harmful gases into the air. When people breathe polluted air, it can cause respiratory problems such as asthma, coughing, and difficulty breathing. Children and elderly people are especially vulnerable to these health problems. Water pollution is another major concern. When plastic waste, chemicals, and sewage are thrown into rivers or seas, the water becomes contaminated. Drinking polluted water can cause diseases such as diarrhea, stomach infections, and food poisoning. Pollution can also harm the environment. Animals and plants may suffer when their habitats are polluted. For example, fish may die when rivers become polluted with chemicals or plastic waste. However, people can help reduce pollution. Simple actions such as recycling, reducing plastic use, and using public transportation can protect the environment and improve our health. Protecting the environment is everyone's responsibility. When we take care of the earth, we also protect our own health and future.
Is everyone clear?
Yes.
Now I will also want you to go to our Google Classroom. There's a listening worksheet. here you can answer the questions based on the audio that I has give it to you. I will give you around 10 minutes and then we will discuss the answer at the end of the lessons. Okay? Is everyone done?
Done.
Yes, done.
And now we will look at the answer that you have answer here. First one is, what is pollution? Okay, see here is first one is harmful substance entering air, water, and land. Sense answer. Okay, this is harmful substance. Good. Okay, name two source of air pollution mentions in the audio. Vehicle and factories. Factories and vehicles. And the one's right. What health problem can occur when people breathe polluted air? Asthma, breathing difficulty. Yeah, that's right. What illness can people get from drinking polluted water? Diarrhea and food poisonings. Second one is stomach infections. Third one is diarrhea. That's right. Okay. Mention one way people can help reduce pollution. First one is using public transportation. Correct. Reducing plastic use. Also correct. Okay. Pollutions only affect the environment and not human. Okay. Three all of you answer 4. That's correct. The second is air pollution can cause respiratory problems such as asthma. All of you answer true. Okay, that's correct. Water pollution can happen when chemicals and plastic enter rivers. Three all of you answer true. That is correct. Okay. Pollution does not affect animals or plants. Three all of you answer 4. It is also correct. Next question is, recycling and reducing plastic use can help reduce pollution. All of you answer true. That is correct. And the last answer, I will choose one of you. I will choose Francesca. Can you answer these questions? One way I can protect the environment is.
I think one way I can protect the environment is by reducing plastic and recycle waste. This can help us to keep the environment clean and reduce pollution in our country. Yeah.
All right. Thank you, Francesca. How about others? Do you have answer for it?
No, miss, I got a same answer.
Yeah, I agree with Francesca.
Alright, I guess that's all from me on our topic today, which is health and environment, which is our listening activity part. That's all from me. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you, miss.
Thank you, Miss.
Thank you, Miss.